What up? It's me again, ready to talk that talk about the league. And today I want to pose a question to you all, which I will be discussing in this video. But love to know what you all think. So please comment down below. But my question is, will we ever see an NBA player average 20 plus rebounds per game for an entire season ever again? Because for those of you that are, interested in the history of the NBA and historical players and things like that, you probably know that Wilt Chamberlain and Bill Russell and I think Elgin Baylor and several other players, they've all averaged 20 plus rebounds per game in a season before. Jerry Lucas, Bob Pettit, there's been a ton, Nate Thurmond as well. But it's been quite some time since that happened. The last time that someone averaged 20 plus rebounds per game in a season, I think was in the 1960s. I want to say the latest was like 1968, where Wilt Chamberlain averaged 21.1 rebounds per game in the 1968 to 69 season. And, he put up 19.2 in the 1971 to 72 season. And the person who has come the closest in recent memory is Dennis Rodman, who put up 18.66 in the 91 to 92 season, and also put up 18.26 in the 92 to 93 season. So in the modern era, I guess post 2000, the closest we've seen is Andre Drummond, who averaged 16 rebounds per game in the 2017-18 season, and then averaged 15.6 rebounds per game in the 2018 to 19 season. And then obviously we've had like Ben Wallace, who was a Detroit Pistons legend, had 15.4 in the 03 season. DeAndre Jordan had 15.2 in the 17 to 18 season. So it's been a lot, and there's been a lot of good rebounders. Just no one has gotten to that 20 plus mark. But the reason why I want to say I do think it can happen again is because Dennis Rodman is like 6'6" or 6'7", right? And he wasn't an extremely bulky player when he played. He was listed at 210 pounds. And, he was a Hall of Fame player who made it into the Hall of Fame based on his defense and particularly his rebounding. And I find that to be one of the most impressive things that an NBA player can do, because it really just shows your dedication and your heart. And, you want your team to win. And you don't care about scoring. You don't care about the glamour plays and all that stuff. You're going to go up there and grab rebounds, right? So, and he was an all-star, for several years doing this type of stuff. So I have a lot of respect for Dennis Rodman's game, and I do think we will eventually see someone similar to him who collects rebounds at an exceptional rate. I mean, Andre Drummond is an exceptional rebounder, but he hasn't gotten 20 plus per game. But I do think we'll probably head that way where we will see someone do it. They're going to be an amazing rebounder nonetheless, but I think 10, 20 years from now, at the way the game is changing year after year, it seems like we're consistently getting into a faster pace, right? And the more pace you play with, the more shots you get up. The more shots you get up, the more misses you're likely to have, which then leads to, okay, there's going to be more rebounds for someone to grab, right? So the game is a little bit more even keeled now, where like when Wilt Chamberlain was playing and when Bill Russell was playing, there wasn't the same type of, physical specimens where, Wilt Chamberlain was 7'2", right? There were players that were playing in that era that were still 7 feet tall, but, the combination of athleticism and length before someone like Will Chamberlain really allowed him to collect, an insane amount of rebounds. I think his best season was 27 rebounds per game. So I do think it's a possibility that we will see it, especially with Dennis Rodman coming as close as he got, with, nearly 19 rebounds a game for an entire season, and him only being 6'7". I think it's frankly just a matter of time until we see someone who grabs, 20 rebounds per game for a season. They're going to have to be highly athletic, strong, and really dedicate themselves to crashing the glass at every single opportunity. Every time a shot goes up, you're running to the board. And we don't see that a lot with players today, but that means that there's more room for someone to collect a lot of rebounds, right? So I do think it's possible. I would love to see a player like that in the league. It would just be extremely entertaining. I remember when Hassan Whiteside was on the Heat, and he was having those incredible, couple of seasons where he was back in the league after, I think his stint with the Kings, and then he went overseas and they came back. I remember watching a game with my brother-in-law, and we were like counting the rebounds because Hassan Whiteside was getting every single rebound in the first quarter. I think he ended the first quarter with like 12 rebounds or something like that. And at that pace, like, you're easily going to get 20 in a game if you're getting 12 in the first quarter. So, but obviously that doesn't happen every game. But there's the possibility that, you can get that many rebounds. So we saw Yusuf Nurkic, I think last year, have a 30 rebound game. So it's possible. Kevin Love has had a 30 rebound game. Andrew Bynum, who hasn't been in the league in a long time, had a 30 rebound game. And it's possible. It's very much so possible. So I do think one day we're going to see someone who averages 20 plus rebounds per game for a season again. I don't think it's going to be something where they average 20 plus rebounds per game for their entire career. I don't think we'll see that ever again. But for one season, I think it's possible. It really depends on the team structure, the type of player, and the pace at which, is consistent with most NBA teams at that point in time. But I do think it's possible. But as I said, I wanted to pose this as a question to you all. So please comment down below and let me know what you think. Do you think it's possible that we will see a player average 20 plus rebounds per game for an entire season in the NBA in the future? I would love to hear your thoughts. Please leave some comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. And I got a lot more videos coming for you guys soon. So gotta stay tuned, man. But wishing you guys the best. Happy New Year. Catch you guys with the next one. Stay safe. Stay warm. Handle business. Stand on business. Peace.